Welcome back. KHOU 11 Investigates has been digging into the history of the facility that exploded this morning, and investigative reporter Jeremy Rogalski joins us with what he's found. Jeremy.
Brandy, Watson Grinding and Manufacturing has been around since 1960. It was founded by James Watson, and the full-scale machine shop is still family-owned and operated. We found no violations of any environmental laws, either at the state or federal level, over the past several years. We did, however, find a few accidents and workplace safety violations, according to OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. In June 2019, an employee was hospitalized from falling equipment. An 800-pound shaft fell and crushed his stomach, according to federal records. In January 2015, an employee's finger was partially amputated when it was caught in a lathe. 2 years earlier, another amputation incident occurred, and the company was initially assessed a $13,860 penalty. And in October 2008, OSHA initially leveled a $10,000 penalty for 4 separate violations, most notably a failure to check the gas system for leaks in equipment. That resulted in exposing employees to, quote, serious hazards of explosion and fire, according to OSHA. We continue to look into the company's safety history, and we'll update what we find online and on the KHOU 11 app.